Good morning, friends. How are you? Today we are going to study about Coulomb's law. But before we proceed towards Coulomb's law, let us uh, recharge our battery with some memories. As you know that about gravitational law of nature, which is given by famous scientist named Newton. Now what he suggested that when we have a simple object which has a mass, if we simply drop it or else without any force it turns down. Why? Because of gravity. So over here we have a one object which is going down. This thing you know properly, and already you studied in chapter number 1 in 11th standard. Based on this we have another law, but do you know the statement of gravitational law? What is the statement? Gravitational force is directly proportional to product of their mass and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. Hope you remember this statement properly. Now we are moving towards our own syllabus. As you know that we have four type of law in nature. Out of them, this is also one law of nature. Now Coulomb's law is here you can see that Coulomb's law is a quantitative statement about the force between two point charges. So do you know what do you mean by point charges? Point charges means what? If two charges is the magnitude of charges are less than the distance between them, in that case that charges act as a point charges. Now over here you can see in the diagram that I drawn a two charges over here. Plus it means positive charge, and second one is negativity charge. I indicate symbol also, plus q1 and minus q2, because both are charges, so here I put 1 and 2 number only. Now see, these are point charges as well as stationary charges. Remember that it's a stationary charges. In this case what happen, as you know that while positive and negative are putting at certain distance, then attraction happen. Similarly, if we are putting negative or positive charges at same distance, in that case repulsion occur. Here I drawn r, that is a distance between two charges only. Now over here what happened? So Coulomb said while we are putting these two charges on rest at certain distance, in that case they attract or repel, and based on this phenomena he presented one law that is known as Coulomb's law, or you can also say that it's a electrostatic force or electrostatic law. Okay, so before we proceed towards this, we have a statement. Let us see that statement first. The electric force, here I mentioned a word electrostatic. See, because electrostatic, because these two charges are at rest position. Okay, so remember this word static is important in this definition. Electrostatic force, or also known as Coulombian force, between two point charges is directly proportional to the product of the magnitude, okay, magnitude of the charges, and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. This is simple statement of Coulomb's law. Okay, now according to this law, in terms of equation we can write F is directly proportional to q1 q2, and F is inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. So over here we have two equation, this one and this one. Now we can combine this equation since it is a single and simple force. So F is directly proportional to q1 q2 upon r square. Okay, now see, here we can just simplify this sign by putting one constant k. So here therefore we can write F equal to k q1 q2 upon r square. Okay, here see, where k stands for constant of proportionality or proportionality constant, you can say anything. Now k equal to, we can replace by 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught also. Okay, and its numerical value is 9 into 10 raised to 9 Newton meter square per c square. C stands for Coulomb square. Okay, now we can replace this value, this 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, in equation number 1. So we will get another form of equation, which is, we have f equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into q1 q2 upon r square. Okay, this equation is valid for vacuum, remember. Now over here, this epsilon naught is known as permittivity of vacuum. We have a value of permittivity for vacuum. It is 8.9 into 10 raised to minus 12 Coulomb square per Newton meter square. Okay, you can go for this value by just replacing over here and just find out this unit. This unit is also important, and basically many times we are asking for dimensional formula. Okay, here see, I wrote permittivity of vacuum. Now if these two charges are putting in medium, in that case over here we are simply just replace this value by epsilon only. You can see over here by epsilon only. So we can just reuse this equation. Fm, m stands for medium, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 upon r square. That's it. Okay, now see, this is, we are putting, we can give number of this equation is equation number 3. Okay, now let us take a ratio of equation number 2 and equation number 3. Okay, so by taking ratio of this equation, we are getting this equation, f upon fm equal to epsilon upon epsilon naught equal to epsilon r. Epsilon r stands for relative permittivity. Remember, this equation is also very important for numerical purpose. So over here we have another equation, fm equal to f upon k. Okay, this is a very important equation. But Coulomb's law holds very important for this 12th standard. So remember this equation, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into q1 q2 upon r square. This equation is very important, so please remember it. Now one more thing, one point is very important over here. Remember that Coulomb's law holds only for stationary point charges. Okay, you can, one more thing that we will see in chapter in next video. Till then, bye bye.